Good Wednesday afternoon to everyone across the foothills in Western Piedmont. This is Daniel Crawley with the Foothills Weather Network. We're looking at what's going on here during the late afternoon hours. And of course, we've been talking a lot about this strong storm system that developed out in the southern plains, and it's moving east toward the east coast of the U.S. And it's producing a lot of weather for the southeast today. We've got some heavy rain, some thunder and lightning, and even south of here as you get down into Georgia and the middle lower parts of South Carolina, there are some severe thunderstorms and even a few tornado warnings that have come out in different areas today. Here where we are in the Western Carolinas, good news so far in the fact that we have remained stable pretty much through the entire day. As you know, when I did the lunch update at noon today, we had temperatures that were in the 50s to around 60 across the foothills in Western Piedmont, and nothing has really changed today as steady rainfall has allowed those temperatures to remain about steady throughout the day, and it's kept a pretty good little cold pool here at the surface just east of the Blue Ridge. Now I know, again, we've talked a lot about the potential of severe weather, and you may think that due to this rain today that we're out of the woods for severe weather. We can't exactly rule that out yet because we're looking at what's going on to our west. We have a new area of thunderstorms that are developing, have tornado watches that are now out for Alabama and Tennessee, and we're going to have to watch that line of storms. That plus some wind energy may allow the atmosphere to try to become unstable again as we head into late this afternoon, this evening, and into the overnight hours. So we cannot give the all clear by any means on severe weather, but so far so good. The area has picked up again on some beneficial rainfall. A lot of areas have picked up anywhere from about 1 to 1.5 inches. Some areas may have close to 2 inches. Some areas, especially in our northern tier, hasn't picked up quite as much, closer to say a half inch. Again, these are a look at the temperatures. We have a lot of upper 50s across western North Carolina, down into the upstate of South Carolina. Dew point temperatures, we talked about this earlier. There was a little bit of a moisture boundary that was down across South Carolina. It really hasn't moved a whole lot today, and that's also allowing the atmosphere to remain stable at this time. I'm going to pull up our local radar right quick, and you can see what's going on across the Western Carolinas. Quite a bit of rainfall, like I mentioned earlier. We have a steady, moderate to heavy rainfall still occurring in parts of Cleveland County, parts of Lincoln County, parts of Catawba and Alexander County. The back edge of that rain has made its way through McDowell, Western Burke, Western Caldwell. I'll put the radar in motion. You can see what's been going on over about the past 90 minutes. You got this area of rainfall that's moving out, but there's more rainfall coming in later this evening. We have thunderstorms that have developed across northwest Georgia in the past hour or so, and those are getting ready to move into southwestern North Carolina. So there'll be a temporary lull in the rain right now for our western counties, but that will pick up once again probably in the next 1 to 2 hours. For our folks in the eastern counties and the western Piedmont along 321, this steady rain is going to continue for a while. I'm going to show you the Doppler radar rainfall estimates for what has happened today. And if you're along the US 74 corridor, south of Interstate 40 as well, you've picked up a lot of rain. As you can see, you've got the blue shadings here are anywhere from 1 to 1.5 to almost 2 inches of rain. So once again, beneficial rainfall across the Western Carolinas. And of course, if you're traveling this afternoon, if you're on the roads, be careful. Any poor drainage areas of standing water, be careful as you navigate through those areas because you never know. That could cause some issues of hydroplaning. So just, be careful as you're out this afternoon and evening. We'll go back to the regional view of what's going on, and I'm going to show you the view back to our west, and we'll take off the temperatures right quick. The visible satellite image, you can see a bank of clouds that runs all the way down from the mid-Atlantic states down into the Carolinas and down into Georgia, but back to the west, parts of East Tennessee, northwest Georgia, eastern Alabama, or all Alabama, central Tennessee, clearing is taking place, and the temperatures are quite warm across that area. Let me pull up the temperatures again. You can see where the clouds are gone, temperatures are in the 70s and even 80s across parts of Tennessee and Alabama. That is really the fuel that's going to set off the next round of thunderstorms that we're going to have to keep an eye on tonight. A tornado watch has been issued. We have the watches out for South Carolina and down into Georgia, but within the last hour, a new tornado watch has been issued for northern Alabama, including Birmingham, up to Nashville, Tennessee, and up in the middle part of Kentucky. Storms will develop in that area in the next couple hours. They will be severe, and they could potentially produce some tornadoes. What we're going to have to watch tonight is to see how that line of storms evolve as they head toward the southern Appalachian region and head into the western Carolinas. I'm going to show you the model forecast that we're looking at, and this kind of leads to where we think things may go a little bit later. This is the latest version of the high resolution rapid refresh. This model has kind of given us some problems earlier in the day, and it goes to show that you can't always just rely on model guidance to help you deliver forecasts. You have to kind of look at what's going on. This model has been kind of back and forth on some things today. I'm going to zoom in. This is what's going on currently here at 4 o'clock. We will fast forward a couple hours to 7 o'clock, and as you can see, that line, and it's a broken line of storms. The thing that concerns me about that, it's a broken line of storms, potential of supercells developing. And anytime you get a supercell to develop, you get the wind dynamics just right, you can get rotation with these storms. So East Tennessee, Northeast Alabama, Northwest Georgia, I'd say by 7 o'clock these storms are impacting your area pretty hard, and they're gradually going to move east as we head through the evening. We're here at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, these storms are in western North Carolina, and then by midnight, these storms are really knocking on our doorstep to our western counties of Burke and McDowell and Rutherford. So if we have a risk of severe weather for tonight, it's going to be after dark. And I know a lot of folks, you're at that time of night where you're going to bed, or you're not really paying attention to what's going on weather-wise. It's always a good idea, and we encourage tonight, have your phone ready, have it fully charged, download our app, the Foothills Weather Network app. If there's any watches or warnings, you'll get push notifications on that. It'll come out immediately. Of course, always with your phone, you can always check out social media. We'll be keeping it going constantly all night on our Facebook pages. So just, that's the thing for tonight. And it's, we don't want to really, there's a concern, at least on my part, that the fact that we've not had any severe weather today, that people might kind of take your guard down. Well, this is a very strong storm system. And if all the ingredients were to come together, then severe weather could break out pretty quick later tonight across the western Carolinas. So I think you shouldn't let your guard down. You should keep your eye on what's going on across the area. Stay with us here at Foothills Weather Network. We encourage, if you have a weather radio, keep it on tonight. Just, find different ways to get your weather information. Keep going through the model run here. We look for these storms to start moving east through the area as we head through about 1 or 2 a.m. And then hopefully after that time, the storm threat will end across our coverage area. So that's just a wrap up of what's going on. Again, just keep an eye on what's going on. Stay with us here at the Foothills Weather Network. So far, things have been good, but we would rather you to be over-prepared than not to be prepared at all, especially during a nighttime situation where you can't visibly see what's going on. Our spotters and stuff, it's kind of hard to get that information at nighttime. So, you have to rely on the warnings that the National Weather Service gives out to you and any information that we can give out to you that's life-saving. So just kind of keep an eye on things tonight, and hopefully we'll get through this. And this will move through late tonight, like I said, after midnight. And tomorrow's going to lead up to a colder and windy day across the area. So that's it for our update. Me and Scotty Powell will be here through the evening, and we'll keep an eye on this, and our entire weather team is going to be on top of this. And we'll keep you updated with our updates on Facebook, on Twitter. Check us out on our website, foothillsweathernetwork.com. And if we have any warnings that come out, we'll probably put some live streams up either through Facebook or through our YouTube channel. So keep an eye on that, and we'll keep you updated before, during, and after the storm.